How about you? True story. Hi. So you guys saw the movie, I heard?
Yeah.
Any questions? I don't know. There's a mic set up. I don't know if people are going to come up and line up or...
Yeah, I just like to come up and...
Here, go.
Right here.
I'll go after.
Hi. Hello?
Yeah, hi, big fan of your show, it's an awesome show.
Thank you.
Had a question about,
This line got a lot longer.
the whole fame and paparazzi thing. Isn't it like a necessary evil for a person who's in the industry like you to sell your movies and to you know, propel your name? So like even this, the movie right now that we saw, a lot of people came here because they know you from your show. And they're a big fan. Like if say you were not maybe Vincent Chase from Entourage, you were not as famous, so they would probably not nearly as many people would have shown up. So isn't it like a necessary evil for you guys? And
Well, I'd much rather be known for Vincent Chase than the guy that picks his nose. So it depends on what you want to be famous for. I mean, if you know, tabloid fame is a certain type, I guess. But no, I don't think it's necessary. If you do good work and you create good content for people, you know, you can, I guess, achieve a certain amount of notoriety or fame through the work you do, not the, you know, whether or not you're wearing panties. And I'm not, by the way. Panties.
For like the sake of transparency, I'm just wondering how much you got paid to come here.
Good question. Okay, so this is actually a very interesting question because this screening is part of the Teenage Paparazzo Experience Tour, and we're doing several college stops along the way, and it's an attempt to create added value to the movie experience. There's also an educational curriculum. I don't know if you know about this. So we put together an educational curriculum. There's the art, which I really hope you guys go and check out and indulge. But this is also a non-traditional theatrical tour as well as a way to try and recoup some of our money. Because as you may know, documentaries don't make a ton of money. They're not big blockbusters unless, you know, there have been a couple. Michael Moore has sort of broken that mold. But for the most part, we're struggling. And we haven't actually made any of our money back on the film. So this is a way to try and recoup some of our money. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much.
I'm not an accountant, so it's okay.
But it's going to a really good cause, because if I can actually pay back my investors, they might let me do it again.
And Rouge is a part of that?
It's a bigger part. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to squeeze money out of colleges, especially for educational purposes. They throw good parties, though. Yes, it is. The party is at Rouge tonight, so I hope you will all come. I hear the drinking age is a lot less here, too.
19.
19, right?
On a positive note, it's a really good documentary.
Thank you. And you guys are all helping to make sure that we can make another one, so thank you.
Hi, Adrian.
Sorry, I just had to throw it in. Hi.
Cool. Firstly, I want to say I'm a humongous Entourage fan. I know everybody says it's a dude show, but I think it works well for the ladies too. And Teenage Paparazzo, amazing documentary, great job with it. You kind of touched upon a lot of the themes that I'm about to kind of ask you about in the documentary, but it seems that, like, you talked about in the documentary about instantaneous sharing. So with the internet and like people being able to take photos and upload them immediately, like you showed how the paparazzi are able to do that. And now it seems like the public also has access to do that, with a lot of us owning smartphones. Like people in here are going to be uploading their pictures of you on Twitter. And I'm wondering, do you ever find that disconcerting or a little alarming as a celebrity to know that there's almost like access that everybody has all the time? And it's almost as if the public is now starting to act like they're their own form of paparazzi?
Yeah, well, who would have known that Big Brother would be us,
Yeah.
right? Well, yeah, it's a little unnerving, but at the same time, I think it can be used for positive things as well. In fact, a little later, I'm going to do a little experiment that I've been doing with every audience, which will show, one creative way that we can actually use these technologies and this instantaneous media to something shared and good. But yeah, I mean, it depends on what the intent of the person uploading or taking the picture, and that's really what a lot of this film for me is about. It's about seeing and recognizing the instinct of this young boy who's taken charge of his life, taken a camera at his disposal, and went out to respond to the world outside him. And it's maybe at first glance misguided, sure. Maybe paparazzi wasn't the best choice, but he's a kid. He had a raw instinct, but with a little bit of guidance, think about the possibilities. Think about what he could do with that power, and really ultimately what we all can do with that power. So to me, it's about empowerment through these technologies and personal responsibility, and that's really the message that I took away from it. If you're going to be famous, if you're going to be, showing images of yourself or images of other things, you best be proud of what you're famous for or what you're showing.
Do you think it'll ever stop, or do you think it's going to continue to grow in terms of the power that we have as a society, in terms of the technology that we use to kind of share this information? Do you think it'll continue to be a negative cycle, or?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily a negative cycle. I think there are negative aspects, but I think for the most part we're doing okay, and there's a lot of positive, results as well. I'm excited about the future personally. I'm an optimist.
You too?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Hi, Adrian. Good job on the movie, first of all. My question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? So you started directing, and you've been on the show Entourage, everyone knows. It's coming to an end on Sunday, and there's a movie.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, long 8 years, but great ride. So where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as the big movie star, like going into movies like Jeremy Piven? Or do you see yourself as behind the scenes directing? What are your projects that you want to work on in the future? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, I think I'll definitely continue to direct. I want to make another documentary. I don't know why. It's not an easy task.
For sure.
It'd be much easier to just go the route of acting, which I do want to do as well. So maybe a little bit of both. I'd like to be in movies and hopefully an Entourage movie one day.
How likely is that going to happen?
100%.
Yes. I hope it's not like Arrested Development, like a 5-year project.
Well, it's always better to be the bearer of good news, so I'm just going to say, absolutely. Let someone else tell you that it's not going to happen.
Thank you for your time.
It's nice to see you're dressed like me, but I mean, that's okay. I have a few questions, but I was hoping they'd get answered later because I want to make a bet with you. I know you like to do charity work and you're involved with like famine in Africa, because I have Bill Clinton on like Facebook a lot. I like you and I saw a video of yours. But I'm going to save that till later because I was hoping I can make a bet with you right now. My bet is, if I can do a good Vincent Chase impersonation, you'll let me hang out with you and your entourage tonight and all this shit stuff. Does everybody agree with me?
Okay, so who gets to judge?
Let me elaborate, okay? I'm kind of star-studded right now, okay? You don't like the impersonation. If the people don't like the
Oh, I
impersonation,
forgot to say
I'll
Queens
donate
Boulevard.
$50 to any charity you like, or to feed the family.
How about this? If you do a good impersonation, you donate 50. If it sucks, it's 100. You can hang out anyway.
What do you mean hang out anyway?
Tonight at Rouge, we're all gonna be hanging out.
What time?
What time? Around 11.
You better be there. You were late today, so I'm a big fan.
All right, come on, let's see it.
It's your sign too now. Sure, on or off? Okay, well, hold this. Off? You kidding me? I am Queens Boulevard. Come on, everybody!
Do it! 100! Are you coming back?
You kidding? I am Queens Boulevard.
Well, you gotta do it like this. I am Queens Boulevard. Alright, you know what, $50. We'll choose the charity later. But you can hang out, yeah, you're cool.
You still keep contact with Austin? Like, what's he up to?
Yeah, I called him the other day, and yeah, and we made an appointment to meet, and he stood me up. Yeah, I need to make him another mix.
Oh. Do you know what he's going to be doing, or?
He's about 17 now, so he's up to no good, of course. And hopefully he's going to college, but I actually haven't talked to him in a while, so. But I don't think he's papping anymore.